What is going on, guys? It is me, Drawrius here, and I'm at you with a snippet, and hopefully I won't be keeping you guys long. But basically, here is going to be a little document video as well as just sharing video as well in my studies and attempts at Jester job, and it's a bit of a follow up and a attempt at sharing my interpretation of Michael Hampton's methods of a gesture, because well, if you haven't seen his video firstly, then you're gonna know what I'm talking about, of course. So I do recommend stopping by and seeing that for real quick before we dive into what's going on, so that we have an understanding, right? And basically, I love gesture, and it gives me like a roadmap of what to do afterwards. I love doing it. It looks quite great in that it doesn't have to look pitch perfect. It's essentially like a roadmap in what comes later, with the intricate details and all that. But anyway, aside from all that, we're just gonna jump right into it. And so, as ever, we're going to be doing some references and drawing them whilst I do my best to explain what it is that is going on, so that I can get better at, basically voicing my thoughts whilst I'm drawing, because that is something that is definitely always for work on. So, basically here, what Michael Hampton does, firstly, is get a feel for the head, and then we work out a basic gesture for the collarbone, kind of like a bicycle, handles of a shape. And then what he does, it's like he gets out a little bit of a gesture for the thoracic part of the spine. I don't know, I'm not a term person, but yeah, basically we get that gesture down. And then what he was talking about, like from the pit of the neck to the bottom of the groin. I'm gonna do my understanding to see how that looks roughly, and then we basically work out a bit of the spine here. If we can work out a rough shape for the what do you call it? The not the pelvis. I was going to say the pelvis. I'm recording this in the morning, by the way. My brain is a little scrambled. If you can forgive me. But we're still doing it. And then now we can do the pelvis. And so what I really like about doing things this way is that I don't have to be so constricted to it being just right, or having it be verbatim. you know. It's more so getting the overall idea down, you know, and then we can fine tune it later on, basically. But anyway, so from here we can get the legs and see what we can do from there. And lay out the thing for that real quick. The silver torso and all that. I'm very sketchy in how I do things. I do definitely need to get better as far as that, so do bear that in mind. And then for this leg, and see if we can do this. Or no. Thought I had something going, but no I don't. Yeah, I do. And so basically, you know, this method of drawing the body is really loose and very free in its approaches, and it's also like figuring it out, like what makes sense here, you know. Body, it's like there's all kinds of ways to simplify it, you know, and there's all kinds of interpretations with it, and you know, talking about the feet here for a bit, it's kind of like a door wedge, so to speak, in its shape. So I'm gonna see what I can do in regards to that. Hopefully we can get away with that, and you know, basically we can come up with something a little like this, roughly. Again, I'm not too worried about it being verbatim. If I, you know, wanted to go on to more polish, we could always, you know, refine and edit. But other than that, that's pretty much that right there. And basically, yeah, like, you know, going for something like this and fine-tuning it, essentially trying to figure out the rhythm between the body and the gesture of it, because the gesture of it, if we can get that down, then the rest will follow, you know. But other than that, yeah, I pretty much goes my explanation for it there. I'm just gonna jump into time lapse, and you know, you can visually well, hopefully try and understand what is going through my mind, because you know, I'm more of a show through my actions kind of person rather than my words, if that wasn't obvious enough with how terrible I am with that. Other than that, yeah, I'll be seeing you guys at the end. Okay, guys, so that is basically it. I hope you've enjoyed the little snippet that I have, and as ever, do I do hope that you give it a go and try and gesture. You know, it's quite a stress relief to think about in that it doesn't have to look pretty, and so long as it looks readable and familiar to you, that's where I'm like feeling like that it really does hit home with that. And yeah, I love doing gesture, love learning about it. I had fun sharing this, and yeah, I do hope to see you guys around for later. Other than that, bye.